Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to Orléans, France. This is the FIBA EuroBasket Qualifiers Game Day 6 Group E game between France and Bosnia and Herzegovina. And, well, you tend to see a lot of smiles on the faces of French fans these days. They have got a great team. France won earlier in the window against Croatia, in Zadar, 83-80. And taking on a Bosnia and Herzegovina team also that were big winners over Cyprus, and these two teams now meet. Bosnia and Herzegovina, no matter what happens tonight, will move into second place because they have a better goal differential in their head-to-head meetings with Croatia. France, there's no way they will lose first place. So we already know that the order of finish will be, as long as this game is complete anyway, it'll be France and Bosnia and Herzegovina, and then Croatia and Cyprus. So France, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Cyprus as the host nation, one of the host nations rather, of the EuroBasket, will all be at the EuroBasket, which will be played later this year. And there really is about as much enthusiasm and excitement about basketball, and especially the national team in France, as there is in any country in Europe. And the evidence, well, I mean, just look, once again, a packed house. We had the Olympics in France last summer. We had an incredible France national team. We got some of those players here tonight. And it's just all systems go right now for this country when it comes to this sport. Perhaps the most talent, certainly one of the countries with the most talent, deepest pool of talent in the world. And we're going to get to see a lot of that fine young talent tonight. Frédéric Fautoux, the head coach, having replaced longtime boss Vincent Collet, is looking at all of his options and weighing them up and seeing who is going to be the best fit for France when they play at the EuroBasket. So these games are important, and it's also important to give the French fans what they want. That's more games. They love coming out and seeing this team play. When that, going all the way back to 2017, when this all started, the new system, or the system of competition, was changed, and we started having home and away qualifiers for FIBA Basketball World Cups and for continental championships. Boy, there's been a lot of demand for these tickets in this country. They have just been gobbling them up. They want to see the team with the country's name on the chest. So there's Matthew Strazel, one of the players that was at the Olympics, famously hit the three-point shot late against Japan when he was fouled by Yuki Kawamura, and then went to the line and made the free throw to force overtime, and then France won. That was a huge, huge play. Isaiah Cordinier also was there. So the players are now on the court for the national anthems.
Et maintenant, mesdames, messieurs, la Marseillaise.
Well, as you can tell, the fans are up for this one. And that'll help both teams, really. Bosnia and Herzegovina and France meeting at midcourt. Coaches as well. So these guys have played with each other in the past, so they know each other. But when it comes to the national teams, it's all smiles before and after. Wojciech Liszka, the crew chief tonight from Poland. Also Lorenzo Baldini from Italy on the left, and Ivor Matejek from Czechia on the right. Wojciech Liszka, one of the referees in the gold medal game at the Olympics last year. Starting five for Bosnia and Herzegovina is going to be Amar Alibegovic, Alexander Lazic, Adim Vrabac, Xavier Castaneda, and Kenan Kamenyas. Sečvić amongst the substitutes, amongst the guys coming off the bench. Aziz Bakir, the head coach, and we saw him coaching this team when they were at the EuroBasket 2022 in Cologne. Boy, that was a tough group. They were probably the team that was the unluckiest in that group. Not advancing. You had Slovenia, you had Lithuania, you had France, you had Germany. So it's going to be Timotei Luwawu-Cabarrot, Andrew Albasi, Theo Maladon, Yohan Makundu, and Neil Sacco, the starting five, with Elio Kobo, Makoka, Cordinier, Massa, Noah, Corneli, and Strazel coming off the bench. And there's Coach Fatux.
C'est bon, hey, les gars, défense et rebond. Si nous on a les rebords là-dessus, on peut envoyer. D'accord? Et on se prive pas, ça va? Allez, les gars, allez, let's go, let's go, allez. Plus fort, plus fort.
Bosnia and Herzegovina, the starting five, Amar Alibegovic, Alexander Lazic, Adim Vrabac, Xavier Castaneda, Kenan Kamenyas. Le 5 de l'équipe de France, avec son premier chef d'applaudissements, Timotei Luwawu-Cabarrot, Andrew Albasi, Theo Maladon,
So France, one of the unbeaten teams in qualifying, and they really took some really big-time shots by Croatia the other night. Croatia were sharp. You know, they looked really like they might be able to pull that win out, but full marks to France. I mean, they were so professional. They just kept at it. And they denied Croatia that win that they were so desperate to get, that might get them to the EuroBasket. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Orléans, France. It's the FIBA EuroBasket qualifier between France and Bosnia and Herzegovina, and look at that. Adin Vrabac gets a steal and goes in for the dunk. So first blow for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Maladon gets it. Luau Cabarro drives in. He has just looked so much better. I mean, his improvement has been off the charts. Looking back when he was playing at the EuroBasket in 2022. A shot no good for Castaneda. And that attempt rimmed out. And it goes. Well, they're exploiting it down low early. And Lazic. A couple of high percentage looks. And Vrabac reads the pass again. It's going to go all the way and finish on the left. So Vrabac's anticipation. Jumping the passing lanes. Don't telegraph the passes with that man around. LBC gets it down low to Sacco. Castaneda. High off the glass, had to shoot it over Okondu, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay at this end. Adin Vrabac loses it out of bounds this time. It is a Bosnia and Herzegovina team that does like to get out and run, as we've seen already. They like to get points from their defense. Which team doesn't? But they tend to do it better than most. Here's the entry pass. He goes out of bounds, intended for Sacco, and it's not always the easiest pass to get for a big guy down near his ankles. Nice pump fake. And look at the block. Look at the recovery from Makundu. Castaneda. Castaneda. Oh, and it drops. No, it doesn't. It came outside, excuse me. Another attempt from three. They battle away, and Sacco comes down with it. Ooh, Vrabac knocks it away. Another steal for him. 3-on-2 break. And he's just gonna, it's gonna get blocked by Sacco. And what a scrappy game this is turning out to be. What a block. Sensational stuff. Rim protection. I'm not sure who Vrabac thought he was going up against here, but I think he knows now. Maladon goes out. And Sacco measures 2.1 meters in height, 6'11", but he's a great leaper and also good length. And how about Castaneda coming out again, knocking one down. Looked like he'd hit the first one. It didn't go in. And the drive is there for Luau Cabarro. Vrabac loses it. LBC has it, and then Vrabac hits it out of bounds. Strazel in the game. LBC. Makundu. Uh-oh. Goodness me, he can get up, can he? A blend of size, length, athleticism equals intoxicating. He is marvelous to watch. Castaneda puts it up. Second shot for him. Battle for the rebound. Coach knows Castaneda because he coaches him at Bourg-en-Bresse, so no surprise with what he can do. And there's Camignas. There's a foul. Castaneda is actually American, but naturalized. Done very well since coming over. Played in the All-Star game this season. Elio Kobo in the game now. He was terrific the other night. Bodiel Massa is in as well. Been really good with this national team. Plays at Manresa in Spain. Strazel. Cuts it back to a one-point game. Oh, and an offensive foul. Castaneda. Castaneda, born in Chicago, getting a chance to earn his living overseas. Exciting times. Now gets to play in national team competitions as well. Elio Kobo. Boy, anything he put up there tonight went in. His pass almost. Ooh, a bit of an ankle problem. So that's Pinava. Hopefully he's okay. Oh, he just turned his ankle, look, the right ankle. So he's got to come out. He kind of rolled it. Get some treatment. Hopefully he'll be all right. That's never nice. So Begovic checks into the game. Strazel from the next county. Well, he made that one from Paris. 14-12. He's shooting threes when he gets off the bus. Oh, nice spin. Back outside to Lazic. Drives in. And picking up the air ball, putting it up and in was Halilovic, the captain. Strazel, I've gotten away with a push there. Kobo for three. Kobo's lethal from about 15 feet. Nice pass, nice interconnectivity. And Vrabac with the bucket, and it's the visitors leading 16-14. Look at that touch pass. That is just splendid. Timeout, Fotux.
Le combat physique d'abord. Et dernière chose, ils sont déjà à 16 points. On a fait 0 faute. Personne ne fait les fautes. Coupez-moi ce jeu rapide sur les posters et les fautes. Prochaine attaque. On fait un côté. C'est bon, un côté et Lila. Ça va? Allez, plus vite. Le ballon rouge.
Merci au FIBA Crew. Est-ce que vous voulez d'autres cadeaux?
Look where he's shooting that. I mean, that's from the hash.
Alors ils peuvent revenir si vous mettez les mains en l'air maintenant.
That is a long three. But it's Bosnia and Herzegovina that lead at 16-14. Kobo loses it. Illich not quite able to get it. They're really challenging those passes. Kobo feeds Massa. Throbot's back into the game. Lazic is going to sit down. Coach working his rotation. Lazic should go out. Probably won't be too long before he comes back in. Throbot's just challenging everything. He's been excellent on defense. Look at that. Another pass almost intercepted. They've really scouted this game well. Mokoka's in the game now, number 5. He's going to get the pass, batted away. And this France team not able to do some of the things ordinarily they'd like to do with lobs. With their passing game's been disrupted. Bosnia and Herzegovina has been around the block a time or two. Coach was wanting the three-pointer, the free throws, but Baldini, the Italian referee, said nope. Before he was in, here's Lilovic. Eli Akobo driving in, passes it outside. Koka missing. Pulling up on the break. And this time, 3 free throws will be awarded, with Adam Mokoka committing the foul. First one spurned. This first game with Bosnia and Herzegovina was against Cyprus. First game in this window. So makes 2 out of 3. Castaneda has 6 points, and Bosnia and Herzegovina have a 4-point lead. And an offensive foul. See if he's saying he grabbed his arm as he went past. It's kind of a. He did reach out and get his arm. And look at this. Now he's going to be called for a foul here. There's 2 quick ones on Strazel. Halilovic out to Castaneda. 3-pointer is good. Well, he is getting probably a little bit of an extra charge about playing in France tonight. Massa back outside to the corner. Kobu. And the foul. And Ilic. Castaneda is going to get a break. It's always a good sign when your coaches give you the low 5, then the high 5. Let's see how they fare without him. And Kobo missing. So he has not gotten off to a good start. He really did not put a foot wrong in Croatia. And the steal. Kobo gets it back. Drives in, passes it out. Maladon. And fouled out on the perimeter, so free throw is coming for Elia Kobo. The naturalized player they had at the last EuroBasket was John Robertson. So wouldn't say they're similar. Castaneda. Castaneda looks a little more athletic, possibly. But I mean, Robertson, a great shooter. Here he is, back in the game. Halilovic off the glass, doesn't go. Well, they win early, which means France now have a chance with the last possession. Kobo's looking good, isn't he? Traveling. They wing it up the court like a touchdown pass. That's a mistake. That's going to give Bosnia and Herzegovina the basketball right where the ball was thrown initially. So France have now a much better chance, you would think, of getting a bucket. And they do. Inbound mistake. Defensively, can't make that. Surprising they would give one away so close to the basket. allow them to inbound it like that. 21-18, Bosnia and Herzegovina on top of France at the end of one. France, Bosnia and Herzegovina with a lot more chances inside the arc. Robots really kind of came out and set the tone with his defense. There he was passing it down low. Here he is getting the steal. Sacco getting that bucket and then getting the block. And Cabarro, the quick layup, getting it off the glass quickly, and a thunderous dunk from Makundu. Castaneda again, and then you get this contribution. Look at Storazel from way downtown. Terrific passing. And Castaneda again with the bucket. Well, scanning the barcode to get courtside 1891 in your smartphone, and that will allow you to stream FIBA games live, watch highlights, and get all the scores. Maladon for three. Doesn't drop. Seeing both teams miss. Threes bouncing high off the rim and not going down. Caminhas gets it to Castaneda. Guard Castaneda too closely at your own risk, because it looks like he can go past you. Here he is, putting it up. Halilovic is such a worker. Three-point shot, Castaneda, boys. You can see why he gets the spectacular plays, because he attempts some shots that most players would not. Pass batted out of bounds by Cordinier, who's checked into the game. Another hold called. Maladon, that's his first. Robots has 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. That's not a bad night's work, and he's done it all. Here he is, though, getting blocked again for the second time, this time by Amin Noah. I think he's a little bit naive going in to the land of the trees here with France. They're just so athletic. Noah missing, and the foul will keep it at this end. So the rim protection has been good. Bosnia and Herzegovina probably going to have to start making some jumpers other than Castaneda. Halilovic goes out. Look at this. No chance. The help is coming. With this French team, this is the second time in a row, and they are not playing bad teams. I mean, look at this, going right down the lane, and a chance for a three-point play. Excellent work, Maladon. Just let him go. Castaneda picks up a senseless foul. Castaneda. Ooh. Good catch, Kamenyas. Kamenyas, guarded by Massa. Oh boy, brave move. He's a big man. Massa's quite formidable defensively. Maybe not quite as much as Makondu. There's Maladin. Cordinier with the rebound, but a push has been called. Castaneda pulls up from deep. France can tie it or take the lead. Kobo takes it in and misses. But Massa gets it. Entry pass, Noah. Oh, Cordinier. Body checking Castaneda just before he got to midcourt. And Corneli now checks into the game. They just bring in waves of players that are big and tall, long, and athletic. And Corneli is not the same player that we saw a few years ago. He is a new and improved version since his time across the pond in the NBA. He's now back. Okay, they're going to look at something here. Coach's challenge. Is the suggestion that Kamenyas throws an elbow here to Massa? Oh no, it was on Barabats. He was claiming that he got an elbow from Noah. Well, that's it for their challenges. They don't win it. They may have to run extra laps after practice. They're telling his coach to challenge it. Kamenyas. Corneli not giving an inch, and Kamenyas trying to get clever. Doesn't pay off. Corneli follow through, and Kamenyas now bring it up. Castaneda's pass intended for Kamenyas. Yeah, why didn't he make himself available further on, rather than stopping? I think he's probably expecting him to keep going to the basket. Cooper looks good, doesn't he? Really good. Thirteen and a half minutes into the game, and it's still a 2-point lead for Bosnia and Herzegovina. I wonder if they might wear down a little bit. Cordinier. Corneli with the foul. Or is it Macondo? Oh, no, I think it's Macondo. Well, it gets very scrappy inside on those rebounds. Ooh, picked up the dribble. Rabat's attacking the pressure, going right past Luau Cabarro. So Rabat goes to the line. He's had a starring role tonight for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Seven points for Rabat. Years of age, 31 years of age now. In his prime. Oh, beautiful passing by the French. Oh my! And he missed the dunk. Corneli for three. Wow. That was a great play. It was just missing the finish. Kamnias. Kamnias very close to turning it over. Timeout on the court, 25-21. So it's Corneli that had the dunk. I mean, that passing on this play, especially with that last little give and go, was going to be something spectacular. But unfortunately for France, it didn't go in. Castaneda dribbles up high. Shot clock winding down. And he just blocked by Corneli, who gives the overhead pass to Makundu. Oh, and he dunks it right at the end. That was a pretty darn good play by Makundu. He goes from just trying to stay on his feet to dunking it. Look at this. This guy is scary good. He really is. I mean, I really hope he's in that team next year, because he is fun to watch. Kanyas misses the first. Plays for Turk Telekom, Juan Makundu. Ooh, misses both at the bow. Ball batted out to Castaneda. Three-point shot. Oh, rattles out. Makundu, not sure that's where he's at his best. Castaneda gets blocked. Terrific rim protection. Must have been some contact somewhere. Oh, I don't know. It looked pretty good to me. What going to do? I don't know. It looked pretty good. That's a tough call. Castaneda is a real game changer for this Bosnia and Herzegovina team. Oh, are they going to count that? Okay, so they just count it as a free throw. Potux is saying it was interference. It was already in. No, they count it as a 2. Chance to run. Wide open. Look out. Ali Begovic gets it on the break. When you can run, you run. And when you're playing France, you better run fast, because they're coming for you. Players 1 through 5 on the court, they can all block your shot.
Ok, on switch à 3. C'est-à-dire qu'au tour de route, on travaille toujours en rond. C'est bon? Ok, sur le pic. Donc parlez-vous, Spanish, on change à 3. Ça va là-dessus? Attention, derrière les lancers frappes en temps mort, ils sont en zone presse, ils sont. Ok? Mettez-vous dans les gros intervalles, dans les shoots. C'est toi, Johan, qui est là. Si René Naromao, on fait point bas. C'est toi qui joues le 5. Et regardez bien que quand Johan part là, tu lui fais la balle pour l'ouvrir dans le constructeur. C'est pas là-dessus. Allez, les gars, allez.
So the missed free throw was indeed tapped in by Halilovic. So they gave him the bucket. So that ended up being a 3-point trip down the floor. Watch this again. Here it is. And referees are ruling that it was on the way out, and that he was able to tap it in, and Potux was arguing that it was in the cylinder, I think, and that he couldn't interfere with it. But the end result helps Bosnia and Herzegovina, because now they've got their biggest lead of the game. Albisi, one of the vets, coming out to put out the fire. Ooh. Castaneda missing. Here comes Akobo. It's funny with Albasi, you might remember making his debut in 2011 at the EuroBasket in Lithuania, and at that point it just seemed like nobody was going to get in because there were just too many good players. I mean, he had Tony Parker in front of him, and there were many other good players, and he was kind of accepting. I wouldn't say resigned, but then Coach Collet brought him back into the fold, and he's really rewarded him. It was really the qualifiers where he came back and really started making a difference, and then he was picked again. So it's just been an example of the qualifiers kind of giving a rebirth to a player. Good play, Akobo putting the pressure on. I just wonder if this Bosnia and Herzegovina team might be a good outside bet to get to the podium next year. They look really good tonight. Now, granted, there's a long way to go. They do have the advantage of continuity other than Castaneda. Driving in, Halilovic should have dunked it. Quickly, Luau Cabarro, nowhere to go for him, but he gets fouled. I think we're kind of at the point where, especially, yeah, he should have dunked that. I guess he was kind of, well, if he'd made, he could have made the layup, to be honest. He just didn't make it. Kind of at the point where people are looking at France and Serbia as favorites. That's not going out on a limb. Of course, even before the last EuroBasket, I think a lot of people were not picking Spain, and they still surprised everybody. But it does seem like, you know, it depends who plays, obviously, but France and Serbia would definitely be at the top of the list for a lot of people. Luau Cabarro misses. Look at that hustle from Corneli, but he's unlucky because the ball ended up bouncing off of him. He just became he kind of reminded me of Brad Sellers. Do you remember him? He used to play for the Bulls many years ago. Tall, thin, rangy, not really physical at all, but he's actually got some physicality in his game now, Corneli. He's really kind of changed as a player. Here's Castaneda missing it from deep. Under 3 minutes to go. Chance for France to take the lead. Bosnia were up 30-23. Ooh, and look, and just a little bit too much dribbling from Luau Cabarro. He couldn't pick up the basketball. But I'm happy for Corneli. Looks like he's improved. Here's Ali Begovic. No, excuse me. That is, yeah, it is Ali Begovic. So that is 4 points for him. The dunk and now the jumper. Of course, the pressure is off in this game because both teams have already qualified for the FIBA EuroBasket. Makondo. Akobo drives, is fouled by Ali Begovic. Ali Begovic is going to be 30 on March 31st. He's a big guy, though. 6'8", 2.02 meters in height. And Akobo is challenging him at 6'3". But you wouldn't know the way that he went into him that he was much shorter. He was fearless. Timeout.
Bring the ball. Create plans for you. Right? Back. Kameni. Get the ball. Use the ball. Ahmad. Hand off to Kameni. You know Kameni. All right? Get the ball. Kameni makes screen to come Ahmad. They go for the Ahmad. Go for the pick and pass. Gabriel. Eliasno. You got it. Every day the speed. He played what? Hey, he played what? You set the screen to X. He go hard enough. Then he will come to you and you go.
Uh-oh, the armpit section is here supporting Bosnia and Herzegovina, as always. Great fans. I'm guessing if you're a French fan, you don't want to be sitting close to those guys. Here's Kobo at the line and gets the first to go. Great Britain are one of the candidates as one of the real surprise teams in these qualifiers. They've had quite a tournament. They beat the Czech Republic tonight. Portugal, obviously. They've lost to Ukraine today. Mid-range, not good for Ali Begovic. Albisi has it. Again, France with a chance to take the lead. Kobo. Corneli. Kobo. Now, he's just in a good way right now. Really good form. France on top, 34-32. On a 9-2 run right now. Ooh. Great defense by France. Kobo 6 points, 1 rebound. So overall statistically not as good so far tonight as he was the other night in Croatia, but I don't think that necessarily means he's playing badly. He's only attempted 2 shots. Long jump shot hits off the side of the backboard. So Bosnia and Herzegovina going to get the last possession. Sorry, Kobo has 9 points now. He's 1 of 3. 6 of 6 at the line. France are 8 of 9 at the free throw line. Final seconds ticking off the clock. Castaneda. They get a look from the right. And that is how it finishes. Well, they trailed for virtually the entire first half, but France take the lead right before the break. 34-32, France on top of Bosnia and Herzegovina. France 4 of 16 from deep, 1 of 7 for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Free throw line is really good for the hosts. but Bosnia and Herzegovina leading in many of the statistical categories. Castaneda with 10 points to lead all scorers. Jacobo has 9 for France. Fabrat's 8 points and has played very well. Here's a look back at second quarter highlights. Macondo with the dunk. He's kind of stumbling forward, was able to get near the basket. And Alibegovic getting out of the break, scoring with a two-handed jam. Obviously a big 3 for him.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Cordinier explodes, goes down the lane. Look at that, France playing above the rim already. So Le Bleu take the lead on Croatia.
Well, what a transition. Oh my goodness. Touchdown if you like. Brito, that was well executed, very well timed.
Long pass, Bongo with the two-hander. Germany, showtime here in Podgorica.
Now Latvia, oh what a time goes. Oh my goodness, what a rejection by Hugo Gonzalez. Petrushev base, oh baby! Dobrodoshvili, are you kidding me? Well, Filip Petrushev just went baseline.
Montenegro attacking the basket. Oh, behind the back. What a pass and what a finish. Vision from Voigtman.
Well, nice spin by Santi Justa. B-E-A, beautiful move. Well, he cleared the screen on that spin out. Completely took the defense out. Look at that spin out. Cleaned the windshield. Now Latvia has numbers. Bertens down the middle, throws it down. Paul Diaz, are you kidding me? Well, Davis Bertens made the pass. And as they say in Latvia, Paul Diaz, throw it down, Davis. Throw it down, big man.
Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Halilovic wasn't even on the main roster coming into the game, but he has certainly made an impact.
8 seconds to take this to overtime. Tilopoulos gets his feet set, puts it up, gets it! Tilopoulos knocks down the three. We've got a tied game. 77 apiece with 2 to go. How often does a Greek guard come up with a huge play?
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Xavier Castaneda leading Bosnia and Herzegovina with 10 points in the first half. They quieted him down a little bit in the second quarter. Of course, he plays for Fotux, the French coach at Bourges and Brest. Eli Okoho with 9 points for France. And he might have just been the best player in the game at Croatia. Definitely has taken a step forward in his career. He is really good now. Surely he will be on the team that plays at the EuroBasket. Feels like offensively his shots are just almost automatic right now. Here, look at this. Be curious to know who the fans would think would be in that French team moving forward. Maybe they could give Coach Fotux some assistance, because I'm sure it's going to be a hard job. Castaneda definitely will, you would imagine, if they take him as their naturalized player, would be an asset for Bosnia and Herzegovina. The EuroBasket is going to be played in Latvia, Cyprus, Finland, and Poland. We don't know where, other than the host, we don't know where the teams are going to be yet. Have to have the draw.
Et puis ce soir encore, vous avez chaque point marqué par les Bleus sera monétisé à hauteur de 30 € en faveur d'un organisme local pour la biodiversité. C'est le prix Chaque panier compte, lancé en 2018 par Maïs, président de la mission et la Fédération française de basket, qui souhaite évidemment valoriser les performances des équipes de France en faveur d'associations engagées dans une démarche éco-responsable. Et ce soir, c'est l'association Éco-Livetel qui sera récompensée à l'issue du match à l'occasion de l'opération Chaque panier compte. Et n'oubliez pas encore pendant ces quelques minutes de mi-temps et à l'issue du match, vous côté du FFPD Store, la boutique officielle de la Fédération française de basket avec les maillots officiels des équipes de France féminines et masculines. Isa, Raph et Julien vous attendent ce soir dans les courses de Comet Arena Orléans. Pas mal de nouveautés et évidemment la possibilité pour vous de faire flotter votre maillot ce soir, soit avec le nom de la joueuse préférée, le nom de votre joueur préféré, ou tout simplement votre prénom. Ça se passe dans les courses de Comet Arena Orléans avec le FFPD Store. Début de la deuxième mi-temps, requête des enfants, France, Bosnie and Herzegovina. Vous le savez certainement, les deux équipes sont qualifiées pour l'Euro 2025. L'équipe de France, 5 victoires en 5 matchs, qui veut terminer sur une très bonne note devant son public ce soir. Deuxième mi-temps dans moins de 3 minutes.
And Estonia. So it is going to be a fun EuroBasket. Well, that first half was a struggle, but France got to grips with it right at the end and took the lead. And let's see how they progress here in the second half. Well, scan the barcode to get the EuroBasket Qualifiers app in your phone. All you need for results, news, information, stats, photos, videos. Great resource.
Le joueur français, on va aller sur les lancers francs pour la Bosnie et Herzégovine. Amar Albibegovic pour 2 lancers francs.
Second half action is underway. Begovic tying it up. Oh boy, look at Luau Cabarro going in for the dunk. Begovic, Lazic, Vrabac, Castaneda, and Kamenyas on the court. And a little bit of a second body check today for Cordinier on Castaneda. Look at this. Some nice athleticism from number 3. And Cordinier has twice sent Castaneda down to the hardwood as if they were playing on ice. I think Cordinier knows he's got to really work hard to make this team because there are no guarantees with France. And Roberts kind of rushed up a shot there. And the steal from Vrabas, just like he did in the first half. Bounce pass. And Lazic just brings it back out. And decides to shoot a three-pointer of the go-ahead variety. This Bosnia and Herzegovina team underestimate them at your own peril. Nice pass. Vrabac. And Lazic getting pushed off by Luau Cabarro. And finally getting the foul call on number 3. It's a little bit of a grin. It's kind of a, I mean, it's tough play defense, isn't it? I mean, you don't really see what Luau Cabarro's doing wrong there. But then again, I'm not a referee. Castaneda, Ali Begovic. Great help defense, Kamenyas. And the hold. So France, having done all the hard work to come back, find Bosnia and Herzegovina reasserting themselves. And you can understand the frustration with Nua and that foul as well, with his opponent wrapping his arms around him. That's a kind of a hard one to understand. And look at that, driving in, shooting it high, not going to make it, fouled. Sacco there in his way. Well, oh, clear foul from that angle. Free throws good, and Bosnia and Herzegovina inching ahead again. Sacco catches it down low, shoots it over. Strazel almost stealing it, and look at it, Vrabac. Dangerous pass. That was that one. And another foul. France over the limit. And we played 2.5 minutes. I mean, I think they've had a couple of tough calls here, but they are still over the limit. I mean, Noah, Strazel heading over to the bench. LBC coming back in. LBC nose down. Makundu. Here's Makundu. Oh, he's going to put up a 3. There you go. Well, feels like his Makundu's strength is powering his way to the basket, but he showed a nice touch there, and this is going to be an offensive foul. Castaneda throwing the right elbow. Come on. That was pretty obvious. Watch the right elbow. I mean, he kind of raises his arm per se. Probably LBC sold it well, a combination, but. And this time he is blocked by Castaneda. What a contest. There's LBC going down. He might get told to stand up. Vrabac. Look at this activity, traveling on Vrabac. Looked like Vrabac kind of put himself in a blender. I mean, I know where the Bosnia and Herzegovina coach is coming from, but still, it's kind of like, surely there's a better option. Just get rid of it. Give it to somebody else. Skip pass to Makundu. Puts it up. This is a 2. Well, forget what I said about driving to the basket. This man can fill it up from outside. So France back in front. Oh, tough take. Tough take. There's a man that has practiced a lot of basketball. I mean, that is understanding what is there. Bounce past Makundu. And the body foul called on Kamenias. Makundu is a player that, if he's not successful, somebody has done something wrong. They have violated his space. And to be honest, Kamenias, he had his position there, but anyway. Give Makundu some credit. Being aggressive. He's just scored 2. He's just made 2 jumpers. And here he is getting to the free throw line and scoring. This guy will be at the EuroBasket, I'm convinced. I don't think it's that hard really to figure that one out. He just brings that nice attitude. Could be wrong, but maybe not. Here is Alibegovic. What a sweet stroke. For a 30-year-old guy, he looks very boyish, doesn't he? Nice hair, skin complexion, nice stroke. Well, look at Makundu keeping it for France. Luau Cavaro missing again. Sacco keeping it alive, but it's Bosnia and Herzegovina that come away with it. Ooh, don't stand up. Alibegovic. Lazic. Count it. This Bosnia and Herzegovina team is very confident. Here's Akobo. He's the man that kind of took control in the first half, but his attempt is off the back of the iron. Makundu almost throws it away. Luwawu Cabarro. Nice pass. Akobo for three. Nope. And look at Sacco. Hardly has to jump and he gets that rebound. France getting more shots every trip down the floor. Still, Bosnia and Herzegovina stay in front. Hopefully Sacco's okay. Yeah, just a head-on face. Kamenyas. Tough game sometimes. France called timeout. Sacco a bit woozy.
C'est que le 5 qui est. On n'aide pas sur le 17, sur le 3. On reste haut sur ligne de passe. C'est ok là-dessus. Siffle, zone fraîche, zone en attaque avec un pic 45. Théo, tu es là. Eli, Adam et toi, Johan. On joue depuis 45 classique. Ça va? Si il sort avant homme, on fait away. Si c'est Castaneda, on le joue en vitesse. Allez les gars, allez. Le blanc rouge,
Le retour dans quelques instants et la suite du match. Petite question quand même ce soir. Est-ce qu'on est à Orléans ce soir? Est-ce qu'on est à Orléans ce soir? Est-ce qu'on est à Orléans ce soir?
Well, we saw France struggle to get to grips with this Bosnia and Herzegovina team in the first half, but they finally did. It took them pretty much the entire half. They're only down by 2, but Bosnia and Herzegovina are at the line, although we still got 13 minutes and 39 seconds to go. And you just look at, you think about the concept of these windows and national team basketball and what it's all about. Both these teams have already qualified, and look at this arena in Orléans. It is packed. There's so much energy. I mean, this is what the fans want. I mean, you can't blame them in France because it's kind of like they're witnessing history, really. I mean, they were just at a great moment in basketball. They come out and play, but Bosnia and Herzegovina as well, they've just year after year become just such a competitive force. Here's a foul on Lazic. You know, you go to games in Bosnia and Herzegovina, they're packed as well. Koka. He hasn't played much tonight, but he's at the line. Came in averaging 6.3 points per game. Also played for France's youth teams, like so many of these guys. They're backing it down low. Oh, what great defense from What great defense from Makundu. Arsenic in the game as well for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Lazic's attempt goes off the backboard. And there's just so many bodies coming off the bench for France. The quality is still really good. Fresh legs. They keep the pressure on you. Maladon, Makundu. This time a little bit short. And Massa going for the steal. Gets back on defense. I think Kamenias needs to get rid of it. He's being guarded by Kobo. Vrabac drives in. Kamenias, oh, excuse me, that is Halilovic there for the putback. Maladon with bounce pass. Makundu decides to go inside this time, and again a miss. Brabat's back outside. Oh, the fake. Oh, the pass from the baseline. Oh, and the rejection from Makundu. This is his house, and you're not going to do anything in it. And the push. Look at this. This had slam dunk written all over it, and then Makundu surfaces. The big hand just kind of comes out of nowhere. Look, it just goes up, impedes the progress. Boris Dio was like, that's how I used to do it. National team general manager, French legend. Bounce pass. The miss. Nice pump fake, and the layup is good from Halilovic, and the lead is 6. This game becomes maybe important psychologically for both. Certainly for Bosnia and Herzegovina, it's something they could build on if they get a win here tonight. 11 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Makundu this time loses it. I think he needs a break. He hasn't been quite as successful. He did just have that block, but his last 3 offensive possessions haven't netted anything. Missed a couple of jumpers, turns it over. Massa playing some defense in the backcourt. I'm surprised by how much Kamenias brings the ball up for this team. Lazic for 3. How about that? The coach, Aziz Becker just smiling, couldn't contain. It's a 9-point lead. Maladon penetrates. Ooh, little hesitation. Sweet. needed somebody to step up, and that somebody was Adam Mokoka. So that gets the deficit back to 6 points. Long way to go. But Bosnia and Herzegovina lead it 57-51. They outscored France 25-17 in that third quarter. So 15 makes inside the arc, 6 more than France. Well, this third quarter had a bunch of highlights. Makundu showing the jump shot. That was a pretty spectacular finish. Both teams making buckets. Lazic, he's got 12 points. Timothy Luwawu Cabarro, that was a big one for him. And that was just a mistimed jump from Makundu, allowing Halilovic with the easy one. But how about the block from Makundu? Makundu, no can do. Halilovic with the bucket, and then Lazic, which brings the smile to the face of Aziz Bekish, the coach.
Vous pouvez vous applaudir ce soir en l'air, vous venez de parler au quatrième quart-temps dans quelques instants. Est-ce que je peux entendre les supporters de l'équipe de France, s'il vous plaît? Non. On va aller chercher cette sixième victoire en 6 matchs. 5 points d'écart. Je vous envoie un bleu-blanc. Vous m'envoyez un rouge qui fait trembler la France entière et l'Europe. Parce que je vous regarde ce soir. Quatrième quart-temps, s'il vous plaît, ça fait bleu-blanc. 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 Quatrième quart-temps.
Kobo, Mokoka, Massa, Noah, and Strazel on the court for France as we begin the fourth quarter. Good test for this youngish team. Mokoka, youngish, or shall we say, team that maybe is short on international experience at this level. But getting a lot of it, and very quickly. Mokoka steps up to the free throw line. He's been good in the second half. And the second one drops as well from Adam Mokoka. Alibegovic, Halilovic, Ilic, Lazic, and Castaneda on the court. Here's Halilovic for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Massa tied up with Halilovic. Halilovic has played in France, so he knows some of these guys. Here it is, catches it, and Massa gets the block. Then Halilovic takes it right back, and then he gets blocked, and the foul. So he played for Nanterre, 2022, 2023. Played for Metropolitans 92 from 2020 to 2022. And check this out, Halilovic might have a few fans in the house. He played for Orléans, Loré from 2017 to 2020. So I'm sure his French is pretty good. And that does not look like a stressed out coach. He is enjoying it, which I guess is not a bad thing. Both teams have already qualified for the EuroBasket. But the good thing about these games as well is Strazel with the charge. The second time today with his elbow, his arm leading and picking up an offensive foul. The good thing about even the games where it seems like nothing matters, you still get rankings point. I mean, it still affects the FIBA ranking. So you got all kinds of incentive to go out and play hard. Not to mention the fact that you're competing for a place to get in this team next summer. Castaneda has been going at it with some of these French players. Turns it over. So Halilovic whistled for the foul, his fourth. Moving screen. 8.5 minutes remaining. Strazel, his pass intercepted by Lazic. Ali Begovic. How did he finish that? And he did so with his left hand. (21 points off turnovers for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Strazel with a three. And this time he goes down hard, and Castaneda drives in and gets the layup. (16 for Xavier. Strazel explodes into the paint, gets rejected by Ali Begovic. Ali Begovic swatting this in anger. Be careful. Little turnaround. Luau Cabarro and Halilovic with Massa on his back gets the rebound. I would assume, as we look at Castaneda missing, that we're going to see Makundu come back in at some point. I think they need him from a size standpoint, and driving in and scoring is Makoka. To a 4-point game. Castaneda. Halilovic. Oh, tough shot. Good job, Massa. Oh, Makoka. A little bit of keep away. And they'll keep it at this end. And it goes, and the dunk from Cordelli. Speaking of an enforcer, how about number 28? He's coming in from Massa, who was a little bit tired, and now Ali Begovic gets it. Looked like it was going to be a turnover. They pass it around. Lazic, another three attempt. How good has he been tonight? Number 17, utterly sensational. 4 of 4 from three-point range. And I believe it was Lazic that had his dunk attempt blocked Oh, now Strazel loses it, but how in the world did he get it back? And then the ball saved in bounds by Vrabac. Whistle blows, and I can get free throws for that, surely. And Castaneda limping. Ooh, hopefully he's okay. He has to limp out. Fotux will also not like to see that since he's his coach at Bourges. But obviously, let's have a look. Landed, it's on the landing, left foot, so I don't know, he might have sprained it, might have turned it. But on that evidence, we're not going to see him again. Watch the left foot. Oh, it was before that. Before he landed there. Under 6 minutes remaining. They bring in Arsenic, drives in, puts it up, and gets blocked by Makundu. Good job getting up on defense. Cabarrot, and the whistle blows. Arsenic has some big minutes to play here. Ball inbounded. I'm not sure he can hang with Strazel. Oh, gets knocked off. Corneli has it, whips it, passes it. Makundu. No. I would think if you are Bosnia and Herzegovina, as you look Ali Begovic, if you see Makundu out there and he likes to take a jumper instead of driving, you would rather him take the jumper. Strazel for three, that's short. Great defense. Look at the hustle from Makundu. Gets it back to Strazel, misses again, but Makundu is just hustling everywhere. Giving his team extra possessions. It's incredible to me that Makundu has played 11 minutes and only has 2 rebounds. Nobody has more than 5 rebounds for France. Mokoka's played well. He goes out with 9 points. Now Kobo back into the game. Big moment for him. We're in winning time. 4 minutes and 36 seconds. This is when normal players become heroes. Corneli, this is when stars rise, and Makundu takes over the game. Great pass, Corneli. Makundu. You know when Makundu shows up at the arena, the rims start to shake. They're nervous. He does not throw it down softly at all. His whole intention is to put a hurting on that rim. National pride on full display here in France tonight. You even have the Bosnia and Herzegovina fan in the flag in the house. Wonderful atmosphere. I mean, take your pick. It has been an incredible window, whether the games have been played in Africa, Asia, Europe, or the Americas. A lot of positive talking points. Of course, in France, there would have been a lot of interest in the games in Africa, since so many a lot of French players have African connections and they play there. Madagascar, for example. But the games are just, you know, these windows are just, you might as well just write in your calendar every window. Just don't do anything except watch basketball, because it's just been so good. Here is the pass. Batted out of bounds. The final round, I mean, the tournaments themselves are just spectacular, but these windows are just so much fun. 65-62. And for teams like France, they've become pretty important for these players, because these guys are trying to prove they belong in that team. Ali Begovic puts it up and knocks down a huge three. Now it's a 6-point lead. He has been solid tonight. 7 of 18 from deep. Huge performance. Still some work to do. Makundu takes it deep, kind of lost his dribble. Strazel for three. That's more like it. Number 85. Rabat's tough take, and he's fouled by Makundu. The man that got this thing going tonight for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Of all the things that he's done tonight, that was just incredible. Fotuk's not impressed. He didn't like the foul, but aggressive play from Vrabac. He didn't do anything wrong. All he did was drive and make the shot. How big might that end up being? Missed free throw. Corneli gets to the baseline. Ooh. Shot clock winding down. Needs some penetration. Strazel decides to put it up, and another three-pointer for Strazel. And it's back to a 2-point game. The Olympian. Kamenias has it knocked away. Corneli picks it up in the open floor. It's a 4-on-1 break. Behind the back pass. Showtime! Timothy Luwawu Cabarrou, and that is knotted now at 70. One turnover, and you are punished big time. You know, Kamenias needs to do better. Great break. And what looked like Bosnia and Herzegovina were getting close to where he felt like they might pull this thing off. It is just quickly tied at 70. Quarter by quarter scoring, France have outscored Bosnia and Herzegovina in this fourth quarter, now 19-13, and Strazel's suddenly playing his best basketball. He put the offensive fouls to the side. He didn't let it derail his concentration, and he's come out and he's made some big plays. Lazic has been excellent. Might he end up getting a touch? Remember, they're without. Oh, tough shot. They're without Castaneda, who looks like he injured his ankle. Had to go out of the game. So 2:06 remaining. I mean, Robots might be their biggest creator at this point. Okobo stops, looks to make the pass. Shot clock about to expire. Kobo puts it up, and Makundu drives it. Oh my goodness. Makundu, that rebound attempt, even though he didn't get it, was pretty impressive. Watch him go for this ball. Watch him right here. He's just got to grab it with both hands. It's all energy. Timeout on the court, 70 apiece. Well, it's the qualifiers for the EuroBasket. Both these teams already in, and you can tell both these teams desperate to win this game. Strazel's going to inbound the basketball. 14 on the shot clock. Caballero goes in. He gets blocked. What a play from Lazic. Well, Caballero says he was fouled. Lazic, watch the coverage. Great block from Lazic. And look at the steal. Gets it right back to Kobo. Wow. Unreal. And Vrabac with the foul. It's team foul number 4. Going for the steal. .133 remaining. No Castaneda, he's on the bench. Big absence. A lot of creativity, ability to break down defenses. Kobo, the lob, the dunk, Makundu strikes again. He is irrepressible. And that was the Elia Kobo hour with the big steal and then the lob. And now the Makundu jumps up like a giant. It just takes it away. Kobo going between the legs. Not an enviable back. Oh, it just goes right to the basket. Unbelievable. No stopping him. What in the Ellie is going on? Number 0 taken over in crunch time. And all Castaneda can do is 4 assists, 2 steals. The biggest coming on that inbounds pass for the lob to Makhundou, who's got 15 points, 3 assists, 4 blocks, and 4 steals. So Makhundou, think about this. 4 blocks and 4 steals. Oh, look at the turn. Kamenias right out of the timeout. Well done. And Fotoux now wants to call the timeout. No, he wants to have a substitution. Ooh, that was a tough take from Kamenias. I mean, there was some contact, everything. 74-72, final minute. I would caution you folks, you might want to buckle up and watch the finish to this. Here he goes, nowhere to go for Kobo, and Bosnia and Herzegovina get it. So a rare mistake for Eli. Might Bosnia and Herzegovina go for a 3 here? I wouldn't be afraid to do it. I think you just have to take a good shot. If a good shot is a 3, then you take it. If it's not there and you got to drive, then you drive. But you also send everybody to the glass. Here's Vrabac, drives in, he scores! And it's 74 apiece. What a game that has unfolded tonight here in Orléans. Unbelievable. He's played so well tonight. Vrabac. I keep saying the word unbelievable. I mean, it's just been really good basketball tonight. Points, 7 rebounds, 7 steals for Vrabac. I think no matter what, that's your MVP for this team. 7 steals. That is something that is eyebrow raising. Well, Orléans famous from the time, the 15th century, 1429 to be exact, when Joan of Arc saved the city from the English siege. It's going to be famous for something else tonight, especially if France win it. It's going to be famous if Bosnia and Herzegovina win it, certainly back home. But you can see from the very beginning of this game that Bosnia and Herzegovina were really up for this. And even when most teams would have already folded after trailing 74-70, they've come right back to tie it. France advanced the ball. So the last shot, are we going to have overtime or are we going to have a game winner? Overtime means free basketball. A game winner means ecstasy, and it's Elia Como at the buzzer. It had to be. Their MVP during this window. He has been spectacular. What a way to finish a great game. And if you're Bosnia and Herzegovina, hey, you got nothing to be ashamed of. You just enjoy the fact that you were a part of this, because this was a great game. And you already had your spot secured. They're going to wait and see if there's any time left on the clock after the ball goes in. Wouldn't that be an interesting twist in the tail? Say there's even a smidget and somehow Bosnia and Herzegovina get it back. No time. Let's get out of here. It's time for dinner. Oh, Ellie. He's just so good. Fotoux, just go back to your locker room right now. Write on your sheet, EuroBasket squad and you put Elie Kobo in there, and you also put Makhundou, definitely exciting stuff. And Fotux, he is in charge of an exciting team. He deserves a lot of credit. Great game of basketball tonight. France win at 76-74 over Bosnia and Herzegovina at the buzzer. Well, this will now be known as the Elie Kobo game because he rescued France at the buzzer. 2 steals, 4 assists, 3 rebounds to go with his 13 points. And now it's the social media commitments. But look at this. I mean, you know, you're either a player that makes that shot or you're not. And when your coach gives you the ball and says, go and finish this, and you do it, that means you must have something about you. Makhundou finished with 15 points. Strazel, 15 points. Strazel had 6 turnovers. Kobo also had 1 turnover, 2 steals. But this was a team win, and this game deserved to finish like that, whether it was France or Bosnia and Herzegovina, because it was spectacular. France send up 4 less makes inside the arc, but the free throw shooting was good, 14 of 15. They don't win this game if they don't make most of their free throws. Hard to really take issue too much with anything that Bosnia and Herzegovina did in that game. Castaneda, despite leaving the game early with an injury, finished with a team high 16 points. Ball swatted out of bounds. As we look back at the replays, I mean, let's just kind of reflect a little bit on where we are with French basketball. You know, so many players being drafted to the NBA, you know, 2 consecutive Olympic finals, gold medal game appearances, Victor Wembanyama. You know, so many legends now turning the page, retiring, but this new generation coming up, and as good as it's been for France, it looks like it has every chance of being just as good, if not better. New coach now, Fotux, with Vincent Collet, obviously doing some advisory work and doing other things. And the France can't seem to get enough of it. Luau Cabarrot having kind of a comeback of sorts, a rebirth, a renaissance. Kobo is just taking his game to a different level. I mean, give this guy a lot of credit. Rabat's one of his best games. I mean, this guy, for me, is like captain material. And then a Kobo with the game winner. There's nothing else you can do if you are Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's just a great play by a player that's going to be difficult to stop in that situation. So France finished things up at 6-0. Bosnia and Herzegovina 3-3. They finished second. They had the better head-to-head with Croatia, who finished third, and Cyprus 0-6. It's France, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Cyprus as hosts that will play at the EuroBasket. And just to reconfirm that, Belgium, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Czechia, Spain, Estonia, France, Great Britain, Georgia, Germany, Greece, Iceland, Israel, Italy, Lithuania, Montenegro, Portugal, Slovenia, Serbia, Sweden. Congratulations, Sweden. Nice to see you back. Turkey, Cyprus, Finland, Latvia, and Poland. Well, something tells me it's going to be a lot of fun this summer.